because that's my whole preach. I don't give a single fuck what people think, because I'll be very honest with you. I've spent my life into becoming a people pleaser, and I'll put it to you this way. I've said this video in my past video as well, and it's still something that I struggle with today, where it comes to a point, and that's the main preach that I'm trying to get at. I was cut at God. I started blaming religion simply because of people's judgment and disgust and comments and not accepting you. I was, for years and years, I didn't pray, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. And there are many people out there. It's something, we're human, it happens. Many people out there that, the comments they hear and all that judgment. And again, I could be putting someone else from religion myself. I hope I'm not. Because you haven't seen this video yet. You've only seen, I've got total of, I think, close to 30 content uploaded, and I've got over another 30 generated. I could generate way more. I've got, so far, we're on episode 5. You haven't seen this yet. Right now, you're judging off what you see without seeing all of this. And even if I put this up, the reason why I don't put it up, I know people aren't going to watch it. So I'm in no rush. Because the number one rule that everyone needs to understand: everything is controlled by God, Allah. Full stop. That's it. I know very well, whatever I say in these videos, as kind as I try to be, even if I put on this camera and I didn't swear once, and I was pure kind and just covering, like, even from day one, if I made this page into no, like, be kind, choose your words correctly. Whether I went down that path from day one, yeah, maybe I would have had a lot more followers. Maybe I would have had a lot more support. Maybe right now I wouldn't be at a point where people don't want to see me, that people are pissed off at me. I know that. You know this very well on social media. You see it on social media. There's a 30-second video. And again, this isn't me judging, this is just truth. You see a 30-second video of someone dancing. Or something, they're doing really stupid moves. And it's got 7 million views. It's got millions of views. It blows up. The algorithm blows up. And then, overnight they get famous. And then, people start generating more. Fair enough, be like, it's funny. Yeah, you did it with good intentions. Okay, fair. There's, each to their own. I don't care. That's something you've chosen to do, which is good. Okay, you might, even that person doing something really, stupid in the sense where dancing and, making himself embarrassed. I don't know that person's heart. I don't know that person's intention. I haven't met that person in real life. I've just seen behind the camera. They're from a different country, completely, on the other side of the world maybe. And I've only seen, 20-second video of him dancing, which looks stupid and embarrassing, which looks funny, and it's shameful. Now, suddenly I think that I can know that person and their whole character, and I'm like, yep, now that I've watched the 20-second video of this guy, I suddenly can think that, yep, he's an idiot, full stop. He's a moron, full stop. Like I've judged his whole life. Like I've put a, like a full stop to it. I know him. That's it. Done. This guy is now a moron. Is that not wrong? It's very wrong. I have no idea what struggles he's facing, what difficulties that guy's going through. Or he could be the most kindest person the kindest heart. And yeah, he might have done a funny video, a stupid, whatever you want to call it, whatever judgment you want to put. Again, I say the same thing. Put that label on me as well. Like call me an idiot. Get pissed off at me. Put labels, what? Like do it. Hate, love, whatever. Like I don't care. You don't know me in the sense where, again, my phone's quiet. You don't know the struggles, the nights that I go through, the amount of work that I put. You don't. You want to base everything off what you see. And that's the world we live in. And whatever content you see on social media, like, we're so quick to judge. Yeah, it happens to me as well. These are thoughts that comes to everyone's mind. That's why that video will get 7 million views, because we're all sane, we're all human, we're all thinking the same thing. You even see a video of it's very popular on social media. I've been off it for a while, but I know from years of usage. And like, truth be told, yeah, like I do, because I still have social media, both personal and on my page. I'll scroll through it, like sometimes, 5-10 minutes. And to be honest, I go, yeah, it's pretty much the same. There's nothing different. If you want to get your news and updates on the world, you can through other resources. But as far as how social media is, it takes 5-10 minutes just to scroll through and be like, yeah, it's the same. With the goods and bads. There's many videos on social media as well that you see of scholars, 30-second rule of like pure, like you stop, and those are the videos that I'd enjoy watching, like honest people that have decided to become have got the courage to pick up that camera and they show their pain and all that. I'm like, yeah, those are the ones that caught my attention when I was using it for years. And I've watched all sorts of reels, all sorts. But coming back to the topic, unfortunately, we're quick to judge. We're quick to fully label someone's life, because we live in a day and age where information is so loaded. It's in the palm of our hands. Like, we are connecting with globally millions and billions of people. When something big happens, it's on the internet. You're notified of it straight away. That's the world we live in. It's got its goods, but it's got its evil sides as well. Now, in any of these stuff that I say, with the goods and bads, like I've said this before, I speak very simple knowledge, very basic, words that I'm using, a kid could use it, right? But is it not the truth? What else do you want me to possibly say here? Like, does this not prove very clearly to you, no matter what you do, you are going to get the backlash that's going to happen? If I'm trying to become famous on social media, which I want a good following, I want to start up a business, I want to grow on this platform, I'm not denying that. I can't just have the goods and leave out the bad. The backlash is going to come. The talk, the hate, that's going to come. That's something you have to deal with. That's everything with life. You start up a business, You want the money, right? You want the, like, and I've managed businesses. You want the money, yeah? Then you got to put off the difficulties. You got to put off the late nights. You got to put up risking losing your money, risking losing your reputation. You got to know that at any time things can go wrong. Things don't always have to go smoothly. Just the way in 1 month you could make, let's say, $50,000, the next month you could lose $100,000. That's life. There's going to be the goods and bads. You can't just expect to take the goods of everything and leave the bad and try to just capture pure happiness. It's going to happen. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up with different problems. 2 months later I'm going to wake up with different problems. A year later, if I even wake up or survive. 2 years, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I didn't know that I was going to end up making this video or end up being in prison and come to this position. No one knows anything. You don't. But one thing is certain, there is going to be the good and the bad. That's it. That's life. I'm just choosing to speak the truth. I've stated this again and I've given examples in my videos. I'm not after fame or clout in that sense. If it comes in the sense where, and I know, I trust in God that, my goals into earning business and becoming rich and famous and whatnot, those, God willing, inshallah, those are going to come. But for now, for the time being, for the present, the situation I'm in, and I'm trying to keep true to this intention, no matter what part of life I'm at. And I've always been in this, with my mistakes, and I know I've upset people, I know I've hurt people, I know I've spoken big words, I understand that. But I'm going to speak the truth into showing very clearly that evil comes from people, from humans. From humans. It doesn't come from God. It doesn't come from religion. And it happens to me till today, where I get stressed out, I get pissed off, and I start blaming God as well. It happens. I'll say, why isn't God? I'm putting in so much effort. I'm trying to be so perfect. I'm really, really trying to be an honest person. And look, I've made a fool of myself. Why am I still struggling? Why haven't I? This happens to me and it will continue to happen. Is there not in Islam, does the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, does he not say that if you give mankind the world, he'll want the moon, like another planet? Because that's just humans. We're never ever going to be satisfied of content. Whether you have a $2,000 car, you want a $5,000 car, $100,000 car, $200,000 car. You have $1 million house, you want a $2 million house. It's not going to end. We are always going to want more and more and more. But I've told this to my close ones, and I'll say it again on my page. I will speak the hurt and the pain and the wrong that I see. Throughout my whole life, I will. With the backlash, with the hate, I will. No one's going to stop me in doing that. Because that's when I lose myself. It's not about you here. It's not about you. That's the truth be told. It's not about you. It's about, I say this to myself. I go, whether I get 10 views or 10,000 views, whatever it may be, I'm not going to lose myself. I'm not going to become someone I'm not. I'm going to be as honest as it is. Whatever I feel at the current moment, I'm going to put it up. Trusting in God. This time, trusting in God and trying to do the right thing. We need to just look at people for who they are first, right? Leave everything, their nationality, their religion, their race, their age, whether they're, a scholar or they're not a scholar, whether they're doing wrong or they're not doing wrong. Just know the person for who they are first. That's it. Hey, if you see someone doing wrong, or if you see that my videos are, even like speaking on my behalf, if it makes you uncomfortable, don't watch it. That's okay. That's all good. I don't mind. That's all good. Don't go on my page and watch it then. I'm not forcing you to. Am I there right now with you saying you have to listen to this? You choose to open up and see my content. That's something you decide to do. Block me then. Don't meet up with me. Don't see me. Don't, stay away from. That's fine. I respect that. I fully respect that. And in the sense where, yeah, does it get to me? You know what? Yeah, it does. But that's okay. I'm not gonna keep that's the thing. If you keep hate in your heart, it's just going to eat you up. It's not gonna do you any good. As hurt as I may be in a lot of topics, I go, whatever, all good. Like, why am I keeping the hate inside my heart? It's only going to put me down. I'm only gonna wake up the next day feeling angry for no reason. For what? Don't worry about it. Who cares? Yeah, it might be tough. Yeah, it might be hard. Just trust in God. If you're a non-believer, if you're a Christian, if you're a different religion, be it. That's okay. You do you. You know, for example, if you're an atheist and you're a non-believer, and my only advice would be is, okay, like, you don't want to, you choose to not believe in God. Okay. All I ask is, I hope that you at least admit saying, yes, there's a God. And honestly, I've asked this to people. And a lot of people that generally say, like, I'm speaking about atheists that say, oh, God doesn't exist. If you, I've had conversations with people that have made these statements. When you truly get to have this topic, they say it. They go, yeah, you hear comments like, oh, look, I believe that there is a higher being, or that there's a creator, but I just don't know what it is, or who it is, or how many it is, and whatnot. So they do have that belief. They're not technically denying, saying, oh, look, there are people that fully, say, oh, no, God doesn't exist at all. There's obviously that side, straight denial, which is, yeah, okay, you be you. But a lot of the people that I've spoken to, they very well, when you get to truly, have a conversation with them, they'll admit one way or another, saying, yeah, look, I can understand that there's something out there. That's it. There's no point in arguing or trying to force or anything like that. And that's what I'm trying to. Even if you're a Christian, even if you're Jewish, right? Even if you are a different religion, many religions that I don't even know of myself. I'm sorry to say, I'm not educated in that sense. Hinduism, many different religions, whatever it may be. Just be a kind person. That's it. That's my only job and qualification that I feel like I have to preach. And I'm constantly saying that. Don't worry about people. Be kind. Just keep your heart pure, intentions pure. Because I've been to that point where I've said this before as well. I had that one voice, that one last voice. I wasn't praying, nothing. I wasn't I've completely, if anything, I was angry. And I'm a Muslim, right? I'm a Muslim. Yeah, there'll be times I prayed here and there and whatnot. But I was just, I was pissed off at God. But I had that one thing, I'm like, you know what? I go, it's okay. I know, I just, that last voice, I know that I'm doing wrong. I know that I sin. I know, I just admitted that, saying, yeah, I at least admit it. Good intentions, that's it. And if if anyone, me or anyone shuts that, that's where good and evil lies, right? If you constantly shut that last voice and you choose to deliberately be evil, and like from your heart that like like you want to hurt someone, where they may be physically or with your words or with mentally, right? We can't know that. Like, that's the thing. As humans, we can't know people's true intentions. We can't. We can only go off their actions and what comes out of their mouth. And that's what I'm trying to constantly preach as well, in the sense where I'm trying to show, like, as much as I have my sins, as much as I have my shortcomings in my past, I'm saying it physically. So I'm trying to show. But whether that has an effect or it doesn't, that's alright, whatever. That's up to you. But I believe very strongly in a way where religion right now isn't portrayed in a correct way. It's not. That's the thing that I disagree to. This doesn't mean that I'm disrespecting scholars and educated people. I give no names, nothing. I don't. I speak on a general vibe. But it is what it is, because if I've grown up in an environment as a Muslim and the information was there, like, I ask myself, I've had, the scholars around me. I've had, we've got the information. Everyone's got the information. I've had the good environment. I didn't come from a chaotic, as an example, I didn't come from a non-believing family or, environment. Like, I was born a Muslim from day one. And I asked myself, I'm like, why was I so far away from religion until 29 years of my life? Like, why couldn't I find religion and faith and connect to God? Why? When and there are many people like this, many, like, I'm speaking as, I speak on Islam and Muslim because that's my religion, so I can speak on that. This is my voice, these are my opinions, I can speak my truth. You're not going to shut my voice down and my truth. Like, that's where, like, don't call me to gatherings, kick me out of chats, and, hate on me or block me or whatever. But this doesn't mean that you can shut my voice down. No. That goes for everyone. No. I'll still speak whatever I need to speak. I've asked myself a question for years. I'm like, or in general, and I speak on Muslims and Islam. It's like, why, when you see a person of any kind that's grown up in a religious environment, religious, family, just an example of someone else, of any person, made up. They've grown up in a religious environment. They've had religious family. If anything, they're surrounded with, there are people that, the family goes to the mosque every day and everyone around them is really religious, but that person just doesn't choose, like, that person still chooses to, drink alcohol or sin. And many people approach that person saying, look, a person that prays 5 times a day, a scholar or whoever may be, very, very religious people, come next to him and say, look, don't go to the clubs, don't have sex, don't have a girlfriend, don't do drugs. But that person deliberately chooses to do it over and over again. It's like, then you ask yourself, okay, why is that person doing it then? So clearly it's not about me or you, is it? It's not about humans, it's not about scholars, it's not about the information that we give. There's a deeper topic here. I don't know the answer to what. No one, like, you can't know the answers to life. You can't have the answer and figure out. I don't know the answers to how I generate these videos. I don't know what's going to come tomorrow. I don't know what effects that this video has and my podcast have, my actions. I don't know. I'll tell you this very straight up, and I've said it before as well. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't. And that's life. You're never, ever, ever going to know. You're never going to know the answers to everything. You're not. Because if you figured out the answer to one thing, then the next day you're going to have a different set of problems with different set of questions. Then you accomplish that and you go, okay, you know, I've accomplished my goal. And then another set of problems, another set of questions. This will continue over and over again for years and years until we pass away. That's life. It's a test. That's what Islam says. It's a test until our very last breath. The moment we try to figure out what life is and we try to, you know, I'll speak on my behalf. The moment I try to figure out the answer to the universe and to everything, and to try to make sense of every little movement and every word that comes out of my mouth and everything I'll say, and try to analyze, saying I did this, you know, and it should be like this, is the moment where I say to myself, no, it's wrong. Because I could end up very easily trying to become famous or trying to start up another business and fail again. That could happen. That could happen. If it does happen, okay, then it's happened to me many times over. This is my first attempt into trying something really big. I've tried managing business. I've tried working. I've tried for years and years, and I've failed over and over and over again. I just choose to try again. And if this fails, I'll choose to try again. And if that fails, I'll choose to try again. I'll continue to try again over and over. That's it. But this time, I'm going to do it alone. And this doesn't mean that I don't appreciate all the support of my 29 years, of every support that I've got through anyone, you know, friends, family, information, all the help. I appreciate every single ounce. When I'll look back now, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I go, I didn't come here alone. There were many, many people. Even one little compliment to one action, to hours of DM. There are a lot of, like, parents, number one, for all, are the reason why they're the ones that raise us and make, you know, bring us here, all the way here. Every parent. So we never ever come to a point, speaking on a general vibe, we never ever come to a point alone. Like, there are human support, you know, there is always someone out there that's helped you out in every sort of situation. That was same with me in prison, same with me in work, same with me at my school life, same with, you know, the same story today, tomorrow. There's always going to be humans that help you, support you, and get to where you are today. I don't deny that. I don't. I've never denied that. I appreciate everything that, you know, people have done for me. And I understand that I'm going through difficult times. I understand that the stuff that I say may hurt feelings. I understand that, you know, these are come across as harsh. And I fully admit my mistakes over and over again. And I fully will admit, constantly saying, yeah, I have wrong, I have sin, I have ego, I have arrogance, I have mistakes. I've hurt people. I've upset people. I understand that. I've constantly said this over and over again. But my preach, unfortunately, as much as I deny it, it's not to try to please people or egos. I'm sorry to say, it's not. I will continue in my harsh ways for some. There's always going to be, whatever you do in life, there's always going to be a set amount of people that go against you and a set amount of people that like and understand where you're coming from. I'm here for the people that try to understand where I'm coming from. Even if it's one person, I've said this over before as well, even if it's one person, that's it. That's what I'm here for. There could be 99 people that hate me and one person that sees good in this video and helps them change their life globally, wherever it may be, male, female, you know, whatever age. That's it. Whether that happens or it doesn't happen, I can only try. Right? But yeah, that's all for today. Episode 5 will come up when I do feel like it's the right time to generate the content. I just take it as it comes. I have a lot going on. I'm keeping these for journaling, as I've said, from day one, so I can reflect on my actions, so I can put every step of my growth, good or bad, everything online for everyone to see from day one till whenever it may be. That's what I'm trying to do. This is mainly for me. This is mainly for my journaling. This is for me to look at it before anything. This is for me. Like, I need to emphasize that very clearly. It's for my growth. It's, I gotta be honest to myself, stay true to God, have good intentions, accept my good and bad, my sins, my ego, my pride, everything, put it up there and see what happens. Whether it backlashes, whether it works, whether it doesn't, I'm gonna find I'm gonna find out. And that's what I've been doing my whole life. They say, fuck around and find out. Well, that's what life is about. Do something with good intentions, right? And see where it leads you, with the difficulties, with the hardships, with the backlash. Keep going, stay strong, trust in God. Have faith. Whether you're practicing, whether you're not practicing, whether you're a sinner, whether you're not a sinner, whether you're a believer, you're a non-believer, whether you're Muslim or non-Muslim, whether you're a different religion, just be a good person, right? Be good, be true to yourself, be kind, choose kindness as much as you can. Admit that we all have mistakes and flaws and that we sin and that we can do wrong and that we're not perfect. But keep going. And don't worry about what people think. That's number one. Don't worry about what people think. Right? In no way do I disrespect any scholar, any imam, any religion. I speak on Islam because I am Muslim, it's my religion, this is my voice, this is my opinions. This is me. And no one is going to shut that voice down because this is my voice. That's where I'll talk back, because be mad as you want. I'll say it again. Be as angry as you want. This isn't me trying to gaslight you. Because I know whatever, it's been 1.5 hours for this podcast. I know if I've done 1.5 hours of pure goodness with compliments and all that, the ones that won't see the good in me won't see the good in me. Or I won't try to play another role or a path. Because that's when I'll be like, I'm doing this to please people, to try to, get their attention so I can be famous. No. I've said this from there. I'm not here for clout. Whether that clout, that fame, money and all that comes through, that's up to God. If it does, if it doesn't. But I'm not here for that. And when it does come, I'll still speak. Hopefully, I'm hoping that my intentions are still to be true, raw, honest. And be myself and speak as I will. I'm trying to keep true to myself and to my word. It's about me. Yeah, because the ones that hate you today might love you tomorrow. The ones that love you today might hate you tomorrow. I don't have any bad intentions towards anyone. No one. I don't. I see wrong in this world globally. From my experience, I've said this over and over again. I see wrong. And I choose to speak the truth. And I know the ones that want to see the good will see the good. That's it. But this doesn't mean that, I'm sitting here and if I do become rich and famous tomorrow, I'm gonna fuck everyone off. No. I'll be very selective on who I spend my time with and who I get to see and whatnot. Because obviously, when you say to yourself, you're like, I went through 29 years of struggle, and most of it went alone. And now, if you do become famous or rich and you've got the money, suddenly all the attention comes and people want to, suddenly call you and catch up with you. Then you'll be like, nah, sorry, like this isn't something bad. I'll still respect everyone. I'll still I'll try my best into having good intentions and respect everyone and be kind. But I'll remember, I'll be like, well, you weren't really there when I needed you, bro. You weren't really supportive. You told me that you didn't want to see me. You chose to not speak to me for years. You chose to not reach out. You know, and that's it. That's what it's about. And this goes for everyone as well. This doesn't make you an evil person. You can always choose and select who you want to see, who you want to cut off. You know, protect your peace, protect your privacy. If you feel like someone isn't, you know, making you feel comfortable, then be it. You know, it's not like, don't keep a bad intention of saying, oh, I hate this person and they're done for. No. It's, yeah, just like, you know, remember. And then, you know, hopefully when things get better, and things will change, people change. I've changed a lot in my own ways. And I hope that people will change, and I hope that there's better days where I can reconnect with people that I haven't seen for years or connected. I still have that hope. But, you know, just with everything, social media, you got millions of shit videos and you've got millions of good videos. Pick and choose. Pick and choose who you want to spend your time with. Pick and choose who brings you good, who doesn't bring you good. Like, be selective. You don't need a lot of people. You don't need 10, 20, 30 people. You don't need approval. You don't need, you know, people's feedback. Even if it's good, oh, you're doing good. Okay, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. But that goes with life. I'm right now very busy, and that's why I'm trying to work really hard on myself in every way. And that's why, you know, you know, even the ones that I truly love and the ones that I, you know, want to spend time with, I can't right now because I'm trying to work on myself. This doesn't mean that I hate them. This doesn't mean that I have anything against them. It's just like I'm struggling. I have anxiety, I have depression, I have anger problems, I have sleepless nights, I have feelings. I'll go through this, I'll admit this. Yeah, we're human. As strong as I may seem in front of camera, I'm weak. I'm weak in many ways. Yeah, you know, this goes for everyone on social media. You see 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 1 hour, but you don't know what happens behind the scenes. You don't know what I go through, the struggles I go through, or the struggles anyone goes through. You don't know. You can't know. But I admit it, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you everything as it is. I struggle every day. I get upset, I get cut, I get angry. I struggle, it happens. Have I not put videos up of men's mental health? But right now that's not my focus. Because I realized when I started generating videos like that, I'm like, no, I go, right now I gotta focus on deeper topics. Hopefully when things get better, you know, I can reach out to more people and speak more about these topics. But right now I've got other topics that I want to speak about. Deeper topics, real topics, politics. That's it. Portraying religion. I believe that in many ways religion's portrayed wrong. That's my opinion. Agree to it, disagree to it. Take off this video what you will. Right? It's all up to you. Take the good in this video, leave the bad. Don't watch it. Hate it, love it. But do what makes you comfortable. Do whatever you want. Like, it's okay. It's okay if you disagree or hate me. It's all good. Honestly, it's all good. You be you. To all. You be yourself. That's it. If I was here for anyone's opinions, the good and the bad, I wouldn't be making these videos. I wouldn't put up, knowing I have free will, yeah, I have a mind. I choose to do this. I choose to put this up. It is what it is, brother. life goes on. But yeah, it does hurt when you see people that don't want anything got to do with you. It's all good, brother. I wish nothing but the best for you. Um, all the best for your plans and your life. Honest to God, as cut as I may be, I don't hate anyone. I don't. I don't. But you're not gonna take my kindness for weakness, brother. You're not. No one is. I'm not stupid. Yeah, like I've said this before as well. I choose to put up my weaknesses every single day. I choose to do this, but this doesn't mean that you get to attack me. You think that you can, say what you want and do your attack and ban me from coming to a religious gathering, right? Religious gathering. Fair enough. We've got online social media for plenty of information. I've said this before as well. It's loaded with information. You don't need to go to a gathering. You don't need to be part of an organization. You don't need to deliberately go to a physical location to get 20 minutes, 30 minutes of knowledge. Yeah, it's good. I'm not saying that it's bad being in a group, being together with friends and whatnot. Yeah, there's nothing bad. I'm just saying you don't need to do that if you choose not to do that, or if you choose that you're not comfortable, or even if in my position, if you choose that people don't want you there, then okay. Be it. I'm still here. I'll always be here, as long as God wants me to. I'll always be here. Whether your love grows stronger, I appreciate for everyone that is listening to this, that takes the good out of it. For the supporters out there, for anyone that's, wishing good, I wish the best for you as well. And, for the haters, you do you. I don't have any hate towards you, but burn all you want. Because, yeah, I feel like I constantly repeat myself over and over again, and I will constantly repeat myself over and over again. There's nothing else I can possibly do to tell you that this preach is way deeper beyond you or me or anyone. But, you get people that even the slightest action, smoking for example, you get people that, like, I've been next to people where it's rude to smoke next to a religious person. They get offended by it. I understand it's out of respect, whatnot, but like for physical reasons, yeah, like you might not want to smell the smoke or whatnot, but when it's pure reason of no, like it's not about secondhand smoke or whatnot. Like they don't give a fuck about that. It's simply because he's up there. Even one cigarette can, just lighting up this cigarette is enough to hurt their ego. Or even one word, one action, or even just your looks, one piercing, just your style, just you being there without you even saying a word, just you being you, sitting there, will still make that person, whoever it may be, annoyed for no reason whatsoever. That's always going to happen. So, thank you for anyone that's listening out there. I will see you in episode 6. Hopefully, I'll try to get this online as soon as I can. But yeah, I have way too much content. I have way too much things to speak about. So, if anything, I'm backlogging these, and when the time comes, I'll put them up. It's not like I'm not trying to go with the present time of what people think right now. You might see this video 2 months later, or 5 months later, or whenever it is, or 2 weeks later. I don't know. You know, so I'll play by my own rules. I play within the rules of God, with my mistakes, with my sins, with my ups, with my downs, with my evil, with my, you know, good intentions, whatever it may be. I like making this content. I like making podcasts. I like generating the AI. I like speaking my truth. I like being me with my mistakes, with my good and bad. So that's it. I'm happy, and that's all that matters. And you know, keeping good intentions and trying to be a good person and please God and believe in God, believe in Allah, believe that there is a creator, that, you know, there's only one God. Of course, I'm trying to preach this in the sense where I'm Muslim, something I believe in, but I can't force this upon everyone, right? You do you, and I'll do me. See you next time on episode 6, and thank you to anyone that's listening to this out there. I appreciate you. All the best to everyone. Take care.